Life, I've got a house full of hungry people, and I'm going live quickly to make flatbreads. I just want to show how easy it is to make flatbreads. And let's get going. So I'm really hungry. I've just had something to nibble, but I need something more. I have saved the recipe in my menu for the day. I don't want to do what I've already done. And I want to cook something that I have planned today, and it's going to be quick flatbread. Perfect recipe. So the recipe is quite big, and it's just so like offering to make 8 pieces. 8 pieces is quite a lot, so I'm gonna half all the portions. 12 and a half ounce of bread flour. An American recipe for no reason, because it's kind of, sometimes it's nice to mix up, other times is I've just forgotten to switch the other option on. Forgotten to switch on the metric measurements, and we're gonna get going making the making the recipe. I've got the recipe is asking for bread flour, but I don't have bread flour. I have just plain flour. I'm using the plain flour just because it's a good thing to substitute things and use whatever you have at hand. We're not trying to be fancy. We're just trying to make some food, not overcomplicate things. Right now, next step is to get 9 ounces of plain flour. But as we agreed, I'm using half of my portion, so I'm going to use 4.5 ounces of yogurt. This is a really nice yogurt. This is my favorite, family's favorite as well, because I don't want to be funny, but it has a paper barrier between the foil and the yogurt itself, and I actually overdid it. I have 5 ounces already, which is fine. It's just a little bit more yogurty than would have been in the original recipe. The recipes are there to be played with, so we're not sort of like trying to be rigid with our recipes. We are playing, we're flexible, and we're seeing where the flavor goes. Takes us. So 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Baking powder from our budget store nearby. I'm going to put half a teaspoon of baking powder. Half a teaspoon of baking powder goes in. Next, of salt. Half a teaspoon of salt, just because. Mix it up. Half a teaspoon of salt. There. Half a teaspoon of sugar already, so it's got to be a quarter of a teaspoon of sugar. And for flatbreads, I'm going to use something simple. The truth is that I've made a curry last night. It's taken some time, but I've made the curry last night, and I wanted to use it up. So I'm going to use them on flatbread. Rip the leftovers of the curry in flatbread. I also have some carrots, spinach, and radish and tomatoes to spice it up and make it into a real grown-up, relaxed family meal. So everyone can come and go and eat whatever they like. Okay, sugar's in. Put the measuring cup into the mixing bowl lid, and then blend and mix. Hopefully, I think I'm gonna mute myself if I can. Yeah. unmute myself. I'm actually working a couple with the video live. I'm really grateful to have the chance to do it with the Restream, the thing, the app, the platform that allows me to do it. So I'm really happy for that. So insert measuring cup into mixer bowl lid. Then right, let's have a look what happened here. So that's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. I'm going to just clean up the sides, and after that the mixing bit, the kneading bit is coming in, and that's it. It's as simple as that. As simple as that. So hopefully your weekend is going well. And let's hear to the sound of kneading on Thermomix. Kneading, kneading, kneading. It's fascinating how simple it is to knead on Thermomix. Usually it will take hours and hours. I'm going to sprinkle some flour on my table. I'm going to actually go and get a rolling pin. Some advisors are using, if the family that they're visiting doesn't have a rolling pin, they use all kinds of appliances, whatever is under one hand. So usually it's alcoholic drinks. Bacardi, vodka, etc. But I've got a rolling pin, so we're not in danger of using alcoholic drinks for as a rolling pin. Okay, well done. That was good. I'm just wondering if my video is clear. Maybe that's it. Okay, so I'll show you what it looks like. There. It looks all right. I'm gonna roll it out on my table. I'm gonna nudge the bottom of the bowl. I'm just gonna twist it around a little bit and release the flour. I'm releasing the flour, and that's it. It's so easy. Look at this. Oh, the texture is silky. Wow. A really nice texture of the flour, of the dough. So I'm going to use a side of my spatula as a cutting knife. I'm going to cut this into four sections, 4 portions, and that's going to be our measurement for each flatbread. There you go. I'm just going to put some more flour on my flatbread. Ta-da-da! I have made these flatbreads literally yesterday or the day before yesterday. I had the last one this morning just before the live, and it was very easy to it was delicious as well, and the kind of flour that was used in it was the homegrown, whole grain, organic, wonderful white flour from, if I get it right, please don't judge me harshly, but okay. The website, the resource that I bought it off with the help of my friend who is also a Thermomix advisor and is into her healthy eating. The website is called, it sounds funny, but I think it's HomoMed. Is that the one? Something like that anyway. So right. Actually, this the structure, I don't know, the texture of the flatbread is different to the one I had yesterday. Because yesterday's flour was wholemeal, basically all the bits were there. It was malleable and it wasn't as silky as this one. And this one is really silky and it's just lovely to work with. Thermomix makes lovely pizza bases, and I have made one recently as an experiment after a stint of myself being gluten-free, and I sort of like adhere to that, but it was sort of like for that day, and actually it's even today I'm not properly gluten-free because I tried some of that flatbread. It's an easy meal, and that's why we use it. And you want to make sure that the food you make tastes good, delicious. You know what you're giving to your family. So yeah, I've tried gluten for the last, I think it was a week. It wasn't been very dogmatic and trying to stick with certain idea. Just yeah, I am actually gluten free for most part of the year. A good addition to the diet. And today, this morning, went to a class for the customers that we make as part of the county branch in terms of the team of the advisors that populate that area. So we had a live class with customers who came in for coffee and cake. We had a few cakes on display, including the one that I made. And the one I made it was supposed to be polenta, but it was cornmeal. Cornmeal and polenta turns out to be basically the same thing, only cornmeal is finer than polenta. So it was a polenta, mandarin and polenta, and almond cake. That cake is, it was gluten-free, really well made, only great ingredients, and I'll actually probably should show you what it looks like. And I will show you what it looks like in a minute. So the leftovers of the things that were polenta and almond cake, polenta, almond, and mandarin cake, and we also made, and I brought some home. I sneaked some home. Some of this coconut macaroons. They're so sweet, so yummy. All of this was made, and there were some other things, gluten-free and dairy-free options, and they were made all. It was a really lovely morning. We also made squash, lemonade. A time will coming to a cooking class in your area, and hopefully, possibly bring a prospect with you, someone who might do with a bit of kit like Thermomix in your kitchen. It's such a good idea. It was a lovely morning, full of good food, hearty food, um, and made for everyone. So that's it. I'm gonna start heating up my pan. I've made my pancakes, kind of batters, but this is not pancakes, obviously. Flatbreads. The flatbreads are ready. The chicken leftover curry is on the table warming up to the room temperature to make it nice and sort of like easy and lovely to handle. And that's it. I think that was it for today. Hopefully that inspired you and showed you how easy it is to make flatbreads on Thermomix. You've got some more information about life as a Thermomix advisor from me, your source, and hopefully you will consider getting this piece of kit that is a wonderful, wonderful addition to any family's kitchen. So see you around, and I wish you a great, lovely Sunday. Enjoy. Take care. Okay, so that's it. Thank you very much for your time. Bye.